So you completed the private training program. You had 6 sessions with both of them. And I just want to ask, like, how was life before training?
I came to realize that I got absolutely no pleasure from my dog. All I got was anxiety, worrying about who they were going to jump on, what they were going to chase after, were they going to get loose and I couldn't catch them, were they going to, corner the mailman, literally a couple times, and then Marlow slipped out of his harness and actually went after another dog, and
This guy. Yeah.
and I really thought I was going to have to put him down as a vicious dog. I met Marianne while I was getting my hair done one day, and we got to talking. I followed her for about a year on Facebook, and then after that incident, I said I had to bite the bullet because nothing else worked, and here we are.
That's amazing. And now they're chilling with another dog that they just met today. So, and how hard was it for you to train them by yourself between sessions?
I had been following the Instagrams and Facebook for a while, and I followed the progression of other dogs that you had posted on and shown videos of. So I sort of knew what I was getting myself into. We spoke for a good hour plus on the phone. I think you making sure I was going to be a good client and that it was something I was going to be successful at, which was important because it's an investment. But having to make the time to do it, and it became sort of fun, and especially because I live near a lot of little kids who a lot of them were very afraid of these dogs, and they would see me outside with the mat and we'd be doing, recall or staying, even though I was throwing treats or teasing them with toys. They really got into it and they're asking questions, so it became, they were the distraction, actually.
That's
during
awesome.
the training. Sometimes I kind of had to squeeze it in, but it's a commitment. It's definitely a commitment. It would have been much easier to, say, here are the dogs for a couple weeks, come back with them fully trained, but that wasn't an option.
What changed and how life is right now with them?
Living around a lot of little kids, and many of them were petrified of dogs. Or just had never learned to be around dogs. And the other day I was walking them, I stopped to talk to someone, they laid down like they are now, and I actually had kids that had never touched a dog before coming up and petting them. I think I have a picture on my phone, or my friend has a picture. And people have been complimenting. I was at a park and somebody's dog who was off leash came sort of that yappy barking of little dogs at them, and again I was able to say down, and the people were like, wow. So I told them,
That's amazing.
training, I told them what had been going on.
That's amazing.
I feel like I can enjoy them. I can trust them. Earlier today for the first time I dropped the leash and they followed me.
Nice.
I can put them on the long leash, the 15-foot, and I feel like I can let them, play in the water. So dropping the leash was only on my block, which is a dead end, so it's kind of confined.
Yep.
But I feel like I can trust them. I can trust them around other people. I take them out. I have the garden in my front yard. They just lay there. They pass the mailman and still kind of look at him a bit, but nothing. I think, he's going to be one of the hardest ones to convince that they are chained dogs.
Yeah.
And it's a, trial and error. Sometimes you just have to be aware of the moment and say, hey, this is going to be a good teaching moment. And let them sort of test.
Yeah.
And, it's only been, 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
Yeah.
And
You completed the whole program within 3 weeks.
Okay.
So it was very intense in the beginning, and then
it's been like 2 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
And my kids were home, absolutely amazed at the job we've done. Like, they were like thrilled to be around them also. They didn't feel like they spent their time being anxious, like, oh my gosh, the dogs are going to get out, oh my gosh, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. We went for walks and they were fine. I think one of the things you taught me, which I explained to people, is dogs are constantly on alert. Unless they can trust their owner is going to make sure everything's going to be okay, then they can calm down and just sort of enjoy life more than it's like working 24/7.
Yep.
And it's a huge change.